Hello students, I, Sneha Sharma, your English teacher, welcomes you to your English 2 class. So today we will start chapter 4, A School with a Difference by E.V. Lucas. So the writer is E.V. Lucas and A School with a Difference. The name of the chapter itself says that there is some difference in this school. The school is different. So before we start the chapter, there are two characters in this chapter. The first is the narrator, who is telling the story. And the next is Miss Beam, the director of the school. The different school, the school with a difference. The school mentioned in the story. The director of that school is Miss Beam. So let us move on. Okay, so let us read. In the history of humankind, the achievements of people with disabilities shine like a perpetual beacon. Beacon means a fire, a light. So, in the history, there are achievements of the disabled people. People with special abilities, they shine like a fire for all of us to be inspired by. So, they have done some great work with which we can be inspired. Here are the names and pictures of a few of them. So here you can see there are few pictures of those people. How many of them do you know about? So let us see how many of them we know. So Mariyappan Thangavelu. So he is a Paralympic high jumper. Okay, he won gold medal in Paralympic. Okay, he is also with special abilities. He is also having some disabilities. Now, Steve Wonder, most successful songwriter and musician. He is blind, but he is one of the most famous songwriter and musician. Now, Stephen Hawking, you know, he is a very famous scientist. He was a very famous scientist, an English theoretical physicist. So, he gave many theory related to physics. Okay. Next, we have John Nash, an American mathematician. So, he was a American mathematician. He gave many theories. Okay, there is also a movie named A Beautiful Mind based on his life. Next, Helen Keller. She was an American author. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Art degree. So she was the first deaf as well as blind person who got her degree in Bachelors of Art. Next, Louis Braille. So he was the inventor of reading and writing for use by the blind or visually impaired. So he made a device, he invented a system which helped the blind as well as the deaf for reading and writing, helped the blind for reading. Okay, who were blind or visually impaired, they were able to read because of his system of Braille. So there is the smart Brailler is a device that helps an impaired people type in Braille language. So Braille language, it is some dotted languages that a blind person could feel and read, that the alphabets are written. So these were the some famous disabled people from the history who has inspired many people. So now we will move on towards the chapter. Okay, so before we start the chapter, let us read about the writer E.V. Lucas. E.V. stands for Edward Verrall. He was born on 1869 and died in the year 1938. He was an English writer of essays, biographies, short stories, novels, plays and poems. So he wrote essays as well as biographies, short stories, novels, plays like drama and poem. In addition to being an editor and a publisher. So he was also an editor as well as a publisher. He was well loved by readers and critics alike for his comic touch. So he wrote something that made funny. He wrote something like in a comic way that the readers love. Some of his favored subjects included the City of London, travel and cricket. So some of his work are City of London and travel and cricket. Okay, let us move on towards the story. I had heard a great deal about Miss Beam's school. So this is the writer, the author is speaking, that he has known about some great deal about Miss Beam's school, but not till last week did the chance come to visit it. So he always wanted to visit this Miss Beam's school. So from last week he got his visit to that school. When I arrived at the school, there was no one in sight except a girl of about 12. So what did he saw? He saw a girl about 12 years old. Okay, there were no one but a girl about 12 years old with her eyes covered with a bandage. So what was her eyes covered with? Her eyes were covered with bandage. She was being laid carefully between the flower beds by a little boy. So who was taking that little girl towards the flower beds? A little boy, not more than 8 years. So the little boy was about 8 years old. She stopped and evidently asked who it was that had come in. So she asked the boy that who is the person that has come into the school, and he seemed to be describing me to her. So the boy started describing the writer. Then they passed on. So now they moved on. Miss Beam was all that I had expected. So how was Miss Beam? She was middle-aged, kindly and understanding. So she was very kind lady, she was middle-aged and she was very understanding. Her hair was beginning to turn grey. So her hair has started to turn grey, and she was plump in a way. So she has also put on some weight. That would be comforting to a homesick child. Okay. Next, we talked idly for a little while. So for a little while the author, the writer and Miss Beam just talked. And then I asked her some question. Then the writer asked Miss Beam some question as to her teaching method and teaching methods, which I had heard were simple. So now the writer wanted to know what were the teaching methods. Some question he asked about the teaching method, which was, how was the teaching method, which he heard was very simple. Okay, now, no, more than is needed to help them to learn how to do things, and those only of the simplest: spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, writing. So there was a very simple method. What was it? The simplest method for spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying and writing. The dash was, sorry, there was a printing error. The best is done by reading to them and by interesting talk. So the best was done by reading to them and by doing that talk in an interesting way, during which they have to sit and keep their hands quiet. So for that they have to sit quietly and keep their hands calm. So practically there are no other lessons at all. So simple adding, subtracting, interaction, simple talk, that was the method in this school. There was nothing very complex. Everything was very simple. I have heard so much, I said. So the writer said that he has heard so much about the originality of your system. So he has heard about the originality of the system of the school. There everything is very original. Everything is very different in this school. So now Miss Beam said, smilingly, Miss Beam smiled and said, "Ah, yes," she said, "I am coming to that." So she was coming to that point about what? About the originality of the system. The real aim of this school is not so much to instill thought as thoughtfulness. So instill, what does the word instill means? Teach someone to think, behave or feel in a particular way over a period of time. So the system was that they wanted to teach someone how to think, how to behave for a particular period of time. So humanity, citizenship. So this was the instill thought as thoughtfulness. The main thoughtfulness was humanity, citizenship. Okay. So the main teaching of the school was about humanity and citizenship. That is the ideal I have always had. So that was the ideal the school always had. And happily there are parents good enough to trust me to try and put it into practice. So the parents also trusted this method of teaching. They also encouraged it. Look out of the window a minute, will you? So the Miss Beam said the writer to look out of the window. So I went to the window, which overlooked a large garden and playground at the back. So when he looked at the window, there was a large garden and a playground at the end of the back. Okay. So this was all for today's class. In the next class, we will be moving forward towards the chapter. Okay, I would request you to please read the chapter at least. So that was all. Thank you.